सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। அறியாதீதரசீவர தகவாரிசகுகையில் அறிவாய் ரமி பரமாத்துமன் அருணாச்சல ரமணன் பரிவாழ்வுளம் முருகானல பரனார்ந்திடு ஞார்ந்து அறிவாம் விழித்திரவாய் நிசம் அறிவாய் அது வெளியாம் அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாயனக்கோர் குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீயல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழழினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழழினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. ஓம் அதிமதுரசாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே. ஓம் ஐம் ஹ்ரீம் ஸ்ரீம். Sri Arunachalam, we welcome you all to this Yoga Vasistha Sara Sangrahah residential camp. Every year we conduct at least 2 camps, one in the month of December, it is around Christmas time, and one during February, March, around Shivratri time. So this December and next Shivratri, that is next March, we are planning for this Yoga Vasistha, part 1 and part 2. I mean, first 4 chapters we are going to cover now, and then 3 chapters in the second camp. There are totally 7 chapters. Can you believe Lord Rama, who is the avatara of Srimad Narayana, he himself, when he was young, was once depressed. Can you believe this? Sri Rama means always we think of, Maryadha Purushottaman, who is always truthful and adhering to dharma always, right? Always speaking the truth, very kind to everyone, But can you imagine this? Lord Rama himself once was depressed, it seems. So if you and I are depressed, we should not too much worry about it. He himself was depressed. But his depression was of different type actually. See, our depression, because we think about our life, pathetic, miserable life, and we become very depressed. For him, that was not the reason. We will see what was his reason. He was so depressed when he was 16, at the age of 16 they say, after finishing his Gurukula and all, along with his brothers and few friends, he went for some pilgrimage, it seems, Tirtha Yatra. After coming back, he was so depressed in the sense what? He was not talking to anybody much, he was not eating properly, he was not moving with anybody, he was so to himself. And Dasharatha was very worried. What happened to this boy? Very young fellow, no? He should be very, bubbling with energy and all. With his friends, he should be playing or whatever, making fun and all those stuff. But he was always, as if lost something. So worried actually. He was not knowing what to do. At the same time, the sage Vishwamitra also, he visited Dasharatha's palace, Ayodhya. He visited. And then he was on a different trip. He was conducting an yajna which was totally disturbed by the demons. So he wanted some protection. So he had come there to ask for help from Dasharatha to send Rama and Lakshmana to safeguard the yajna. So he approached Dasharatha. Dasharatha invited him and then he inquired from him. Then Vishwamitra said, I want your sons, Rama and Lakshmana, to safeguard my yajna. Dasharatha is so attached to his sons, especially Rama. He said, no, I can't send him. He is very young. How can he fight against demons and all? I can't send him. Vishwamitra got angry. Vishwamitra, no? He gets angry. Because he was of Rajasic nature. Initially he was a king actually. Then he became great sage. But on the Peranda Gunan Sulangla, it's there always. He gets angry. He said, then I am going. I wouldn't say it. Then Vasistha was the Kulaguru of Sri Rama, Dasharatha. So then he advised Dasharatha, don't provoke him, it's not good for you. You send Rama and Lakshmana. Nothing will happen to them. Because they are under the care of Vishwamitra. He will take care, don't worry, send them. Then half-heartedly Dasharatha, called Rama and Lakshmana to the darbar. And then he asked Sri Rama, why can't you go along with Vishwamitra and take care of the yajna? At the time Rama was so, depressed, not talking. And Dasharatha was very worried. And then the Vishwamitra inquires, why are you like this? What happened to you? Vishwamitra and Vasistha, all of them were inquiring. Then Rama, he starts speaking. So that is how this starts, Yoga Vasistha starts. And then Vishwamitra says, yes, I can understand your state of mind. Your Kulaguru, Vasistha, is the right person to help you out. So listen to him. And then he goes. And then Vasistha, he gives this Upadesha to Lord Rama. That is called as Yoga Vasistha. See, Yoga means to unite. Yuj means to unite. So, we as a Jiva or the individual self, how to unite with our true self, the Paramatma, the true self. That is called as Yoga. Yuj means to unite. Since it has been given by Vasistha Maharshi to Sri Rama, it is called Yoga Vasistha. You understand? But you know what? It has got 32,000 verses and written by Sage Valmiki actually. So actually, this is written by Sage Valmiki. Though it is Upadesha given by Vasistha to Rama, this Grantha was written by Valmiki. And 32,000 verses, can you imagine? நம்மெல்லாம் ஒரு 4 வரி எழுதிட்டு நான் பெரிய கவிஞன்னு சொல்லிக்கிறோம். புதுக்கவிஞர். And Ramayana is 24,000 verses, you know. And Vedavyasa, how much he has written? My God, so much. All the 18 Puranas, no, all those stuff. So 32,000 verses, and this Yoga Vasha is considered to be the crest jewel of all the Vedanta Shastras. It's very high flown Vedantic ideas are given out here. It's not for beginners. Now only I am cautioning you, it's not for beginners. That is why we don't understand what we are for. There is a spiritual camp. Okay, I will come. You know what? Yoga Vasistha. 2 years back we had Atma Vidya Vilasam. Do you all remember? She will remember really. We had 4-5 sessions a day for 3-4 days, and these youngsters were really depressed, like Rama. But now it is not going to be that tough, I assure you. It's not going to be that tough. Because compiled by Swami Tejomayanandaji. He has culled out verses and it's compiled by Swami Tejomayanandaji. This particular text, Yoga Vasistha Sara Sangrahah. So it won't be that difficult, I assure you. But still, it's a very profound text, very deep. It's not a very superficial thing. It's not like a storytelling, you know. It's a very deep text. But 32,000 verses is very difficult to go through and understand, right? All in Sanskrit, of course. And there is one Lagu Yoga Vasistha, it seems, comprising of 6,000 verses. Swami, that is also difficult for us. And there is Lagutara, 1,000 verses. That is also not possible. We are all very busy, you know. Then what can we do? Swami Tejomayanandaji, out of his compassion, he knows us all. We are all very busy people and can't apply our mind more than 3 minutes. Because only reels we watch, reels and shorts. So more than 3-4 minutes we cannot apply our minds. See, people ask me, Swamiji, your videos, why they are not having many views? Because 1.5 hours. I won't see a video which is 1.5 hours. I am telling you, very honestly. Hare Rama, 1.5 hours okkandu paakanuma. I will not. If it is for 10-15 minutes, okay. If it is for 5-6 minutes, I am happy. If it is for 1.5 hours, who will watch this? But unfortunately, all our videos are 1.5. And somebody suggested, why can't we cull out some portion and do a good job? You can do it, but who will go through the 1.5 hours and cull out the proper portion and do a video out of it? I cannot do it. I have no patience for all those things. So that is why we have only 90 views, 100 views, 120. It's all my excuse now. It is like that. So what I mean to say, 1,000 verses also very difficult for us. So Tejomayanandaji, he culled out very important portions from different, chapters, and he has given only 86 verses from 32,000. Imagine, only 86 verses. It is called as Lagutama Yoga Vasistha. Lagu Yoga Vasistha also is not for us. Lagutara is also not for us. It is Lagutama. You cannot compress it further, condense it further. Apra tamo ayidum. So, actually Yoga Vasistha has got 6 chapters, it seems. 6 prakaranas. In the introduction, Guruji has given, there are 6 prakaranas. First is Vairagya Prakarana. Vairagya means dispassion. Talks about how Rama was so dispassionate and how it is very important to gain real knowledge. So, Vairagya Prakarana. Then, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana. Muksha means what? One should be desirous of liberation. Then only you can listen to these scriptures and you can do sadhanas. So, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana. And then the third chapter is Utpatti Prakarana. It talks about the creation of the world. Fourth one is Sthiti Prakarana. It talks about the sustenance of the world. And Upasama Prakarana. It talks about the dissolution of the world. Now, Swamiji, the world will be destroyed. Yes. That's what our scriptures say. Dissolution. And then the 6th chapter is Nirvana Prakarana. Means how to attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So these are the 6 chapters in Yoga Vasistha, but it's in Puranic style. You know, lot of description about the nature, the Guru-Shishya relationship, and so many things, stories within stories, and so many things. But here, Guruji has culled out the essence of Yoga Vasistha, and he has given 86 verses in 7 chapters. He has classified into 7 chapters, his own way. In 7 chapters, the essence of Yoga Vasistha. This I have taken already in Sri Lanka once, and in India also once I have taken this, I suppose, but only 3-4 chapters I took, not 7 chapters. But this time we have decided to take the whole of Yoga Vasistha Sara Sangrahah. So the first camp we are going to take 4 chapters, right? One by one we will see, and then the next camp we will have the next 3 chapters. So today, with this small introduction, we will plunge into the text, right? In the first chapter, it describes why Rama was depressed, what happened to him, and what sort of questions he posed to Sage Vasistha. So what happened? That's what it's explaining. The first chapter is all about that. And from the second chapter only the actual Upadesha starts, right? So, but the first chapter also is very interesting actually. He was not crying for his own, life or for his worldly existence. He was talking about wonderful vichara about the life as a whole. So you will see it's very interesting actually, the first chapter. So as usual, any grantha, it starts with Mangala Charana, invocation. See, one more thing, this Yoga Vasistha is generally studied after studying Prakarana Granthas of Adi Shankara like Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha, Vivek Chudamani and all. And even after studying Gita and Upanishads, this Yoga Vasistha study is taken up. Imagine how profound it is. But if you have not studied any of those, if you are coming and sitting here for Yoga Vasistha, God bless you. Meaning what? But still, we will assure you that you will benefit by hearing this. But for that, you should have patience. So at the first go, you may not understand actually. You have to have patience. At the end of the camp also, if you don't understand anything, you are really blessed. Why? Because he does not know anything actually. This is all burden of knowledge. It becomes like that. But definitely you will benefit, I assure you. Have patience and also faith that I will understand one day. Slowly and steadily, I will understand. See, these great sages like Valmiki or Vasistha and all, they need not bluff anything to us because they don't want anything from life. So, whatever they speak is truth only. This much of faith we should have. Whatever they are talking is not just cock and bull stories, it's all truth. And when it is expounded by our teacher, you should sit with an open mind, thinking that this is the truth. And then you should contemplate from there. Then it will benefit you. Okay. Now invocation. You all have the book now in your hands. The first chapter, Pratamodhyayaha, is named as Spiritual Yearning of Sri Rama. Not EAR, NING, YEAR. Okay. Spiritual Yearning of Sri Rama. That is chapter 1. Now, Mangalacharana, I will chant, then you will repeat after me. Yatas sarvani bhutani pratibhanti sthithani cha yatraivopashamam yanti tasmai satyatmane namaha yatas sarvani bhutani pratibhanti sthitani cha yatraivopashamam yanti tasmai satyatmane namaha. See, generally in Mangala Shloka or invocation, we invoke a deity or a devata, a lord, maybe Shiva or Narayana, Rama, Krishna. We invoke one particular god and we offer ourselves surrender unto the Lord. But here the invocation is not to any devata, I mean any personal god. Satyatmane namaha, tasmai satyatmane namaha. The self, Atma means self. Satyatmane namaha means the truth, the self which is the truth. Satyatmane. See how beautiful. Satyatmane, the self, the pure self, which is the truth. Meaning what? Which will never perish. That truth I offer my salutations. Namaha means I offer my salutations to that truth which is in my own heart, as my own self. This is the beauty of our, Adhyatma Shastra. Satyatmane namaha, tasmai, that Satyatmane namaha, that self which is the truth. I bow down, I offer my salutations. What is that truth? Satyatmane, what is that truth? Yataha sarvani bhutani pratibhanti. Yataha means in which or from which. Yataha means from which. Sarvani bhutani, all these beings. All these beings means all these jivas, the whole world. Sarvani bhutani pratibhanti, from which all these beings shine forth or they come out, shine forth. There is something called as the Brahman, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Brahma or Atma, the self, the truth, from which everything has come out. How, Swamiji? From Atma, the self, everything has come out? Yes. When I say self, it is not this self. So it is something very deep, very, very subtle. We will understand all those things in the later chapters. So from that truth, which is the true self, Sarvani Bhutani Pradibhanti, everything has come out and everything has, Pradibhanti means shining. Bha means light. Pradibhanti, shines forth. Sthitani cha, in which everything exists. Everything exists in that truth. There is nothing other than the truth. See, it is like this. Let us take this dhoti. This dhoti. It is made up of what? Cotton. Let us say cotton, let us say. Means the thread, cotton thread, right? So, if you say this dhoti is existing only in the cotton, is it true or false? Because if you remove all the cotton thread, there is nothing called as dhoti. Similarly, because this cotton thread is a substratum of this dhoti. So everything exists in Paramatma means if there is no Paramatma, nothing here. So that is the substratum of everything. So that is why it is said, Yataha sarvani bhutani sthitani cha, where everything, all the bhutani, all the beings exist. See, suppose, let us say, you are deep asleep. Nothing is known. When you get up, everything is known. In which light everything is known? The light of the self, everything else is known. So without that light of consciousness, nothing is. So that is the adharam for everything. That is the idea. We will see it later in detail. So, everything exists in this self. Sithani cha yatra eva upashamam yanti. Upashamam means what? Upashamam, where everything subsides. Upashamam. So, in where, yatra means where everything subsides or dissolved into. So, from which everything has come out, in which everything is there, dancing, remaining there, and into which everything goes back. That is the truth. Tasmai, that Satyatmane, the true self, Namaha, I bow down. See, I have told you earlier also, there are two ways to indicate the truth. One is called as Swarupa Lakshana, another is Tatastha Lakshana. Swarupa Lakshana means straight away they indicate the truth. This is the truth. But that is very hard to comprehend. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Truth is that which exists. Jnanam means which illuminates. Ananta means which is infinite. Like that you straight away say this is the truth. It's very hard to comprehend. The second way of indicating truth is Tatastha Lakshana. You indicate something which is known, and then from there you take your mind to the unknown. You understand? Now the world is known to us. So indicate first the world, and then with reference to the world, if you indicate the truth, it is easier to understand. So we know only the world which we are seeing in front of us. So where from this world has come out? Have you ever thought? Big Bang theory, Swamiji. What is Big Bang? What do you know about Big Bang? Bang, boom, everything came. Very crude way of thinking. But the scientists, they believe in all those stuff. So this is the question, from where everything has come and where everything will go back. And who is pulling the strings here? What's happening here? This is a question actually. See, if you see the beautiful world, from where all these have come? Who has created this? From where all these have come? And where everything is going? We don't know actually. See, we have come just in between somewhere, and we are seeing already the world. And then we may go back, we may die one day. We don't know what will happen also. Right? This is the inquiry, from where everything has come. So the scriptures say, there is something called as the Paramatma, the truth, which is in your own heart, from where everything has come. And everything exists there in the truth. And after some time, everything goes back to the truth. But this Adharam, this truth, is not created at any point of time. It will not perish also. That is the substratum for all the creation and dissolution, but by itself it is not created or it will not perish. So that is the truth which will not perish. Please understand. What is truth? In all the three periods of time, it is always there. It was, it is, it would be, it will be. So this will never perish. That is the truth. And where is it? In our own hearts. See, that is the glory. Tat Tvamasi. You are that. In fact, you are the truth. You means what? I means what? That is the inquiry. Who am I? If you find out who am I, you will land there in the truth, which is imperishable. So, Satyatmani, Tasmai means what? That truth, which is the Atma, the self, from where everything comes out, where everything shines, and where everything goes back, that truth, I offer my salutations. Namaha. I bow down to that truth. You understand? This is the Mangala Charanam. So every day before the class, we will chant this verse also. This is Mangala Charanam, invocation. So here we are not invoking Lord Rama or Shiva or anybody. We are invoking the pure self, the truth. So this is the way to go. See, the Vedantins of yore, they were brilliant. See, they all know all these names and forms are just, to help the mind to hold on to the truth. But the truth is beyond all the names and forms, and it is in our own heart as our own self. They are not deluded by all these beautiful names and forms. Yes, they have got a place, they have got a sort of a sanctity, but the truth is beyond. So therefore, Satyatmane Namaha, I bow down to the truth, which is the pure self, from where the world has come, where everything will go back. That is the truth. Okay? Now, here Swami Tejomayanandaji is a very wonderful teacher. See, I have studied under him. I always admire him. A wonderful teacher. His thought development is so beautiful. Anybody can understand. So he has culled out verses from Yoga Vasistha. From the 32,000 verses he has culled out. And then given us the essence. So the second shloka talks about the qualification of a student who can understand this scripture, this text called Yoga Vasistha. Everybody can understand, you need certain qualification. Suppose, let us say, if you want to do PhD in nuclear physics, Swamiji, I passed 10th, can I come and sit, can I do that? You can't. You will not understand anything of it. Even the professor who is teaching will not understand, that is a different thing. But our Purinjamari nadathittu povar. Why I am saying that? Pavam, professors also, they study, in our country I mean, and they take notes from their teachers and they dictate the same notes. So, knowledge is transferred from one book to another book. We also take notes. So, what I mean to say, a person who has got only a very preliminary education cannot sit for the higher, courses. So, he should have gone through at least, maybe BSc and MSc, they say, the basic courses on physics to understand nuclear physics or to do research on that. So, like that, who can understand Yoga Vasistha? Who is the Adhikari? The fit person, the qualified person to understand. That is given in the second verse. Swamiji, then what about us? If you develop these qualifications, you will understand it better. If not, you may understand, but okay, to that much only. But limited understanding is very dangerous. If you understand fully, it is beautiful. If you don't understand also, it is okay. But half understanding, half knowledge is very dangerous. Kutti Vedandam kudiye kedukkum. Our party used to tell, Kutti Vedandam kudiye kedukkum. If you understand it half, then its meaning, it's misunderstanding only. So therefore, the Adhikari, who is the Adhikari to learn Yoga Vasistha? So here, Valmiki gives out beautifully. Aham baddho vimuktasyam iti yasyasti nishchayaha natyantamajñoto no tajñaha tamajño no tajñaha sosmin shastre dhikaravan aham baddho vimuktasyam iti yasyasti nishchayaha natyantamajñoto no tajñaha tamajño no tajñaha sosmin shastre dhikaravan. See, if you know how to split these words and read, everything is conveyed actually. It's not very complicated, very simple actually. Aham baddhaha, one who knows that I am bound, aham baddhaha. But Swamiji, I am not bound in any way. I am free only. This is free country. I am free. What is there? I am enjoying my life. I am free. Then you are not the student, fit student. Go away. One who feels, Ayyo, aham baddha, I am bound, oh Lord. Somehow I feel constrained. I feel miserable. I feel I am bound by something. Actually, we are bound by our own mind. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Mind alone is the cause for the bondage and also for the liberation. It is very clear. The mind is the problem. If we can set that right, or if we can transcend that, then everything is done. We are liberated. So here, one who feels somehow something is wrong, I am bound, I am miserable, unhappy here, even though I have got everything, but I still feel miserable. I don't know why. I have messed up everything. He feels he is bound. Aham baddha vimuktasyam, and let me be liberated. Meaning what? I want to come out of this bondage. I want to liberate myself. I want to be free. I want to be happy, joyful always. I don't like this state of my existence, always miserable and causing pain to others. See, when we are miserable, we cannot remain quiet. We freely distribute that misery to everybody. That is the problem. So, I am miserable now. I want to be happy. I am bound now. I want to free myself. Such a person who is feeling intensely this way, he is a fit student for this scripture. If somebody asks, I am enjoying life, there is nothing wrong. Where is bandha? Now bandha panit na then he is not thinking, he is not analyzing, understanding anything about life. So aham baddha, I feel the limitation of space, time, objects. எல்லாமே கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது. பல் தேய்க்கணுமா காலையிலேருந்து? டெய்லி தேய்க்கணுமா? இது என்னது அநியாயமாக இருக்குது. ஆடு மாடெலாம் டெய்லியாக தேய்ச்சிட்ருக்கு. தே ஆர் ஹாப்பினா. பல் தேய்க்கணுமா? குளிக்கணுமா டெய்லி? ஐயோ, ஆனால் சாப்பிடணுமான்னு கேட்க மாட்டோம். We feel hungry, so eat. Eat means what? Overeat. Eat or eat. You know, தொட்டதெல்லாம் தொலங்குன்னு சொல்லும்போது தொட்டதெல்லாம் எல்லாம் பட்டு போயிடுது. Meaning what? All our relationships go haywire. And nothing is permanent. And we feel miserable. And we want power, name, fame. But you know, if we don't get all those things, we are very disappointed. So aham baddha, somehow something is wrong in my life with me. I want to free myself, liberate myself. This is the first and foremost qualification for a student. Iti yasya asti nishchayaha. Yes, iti yasya asti nishchayaha. One who has got this nishchayaha. Nishchayaha means for this firm determination that I am going to liberate myself. I cannot live in this hell. I want to liberate myself. I want to be free and happy here. Somehow, I don't know how. This is how Buddha also thought. Sarvam shanikam shanikam, sarvam dukkham dukkham. Everything is perishing here. Everything is, you know, there is only misery. Dukkham dukkham, sorrow. How to liberate oneself from sorrow. That was his quest. That was his search. I want to liberate myself. Iti nishchayaha. Yasya asti iti nishchayaha. He is firmly resolved to somehow come out of this bondage. பரவாயில்ல, இப்படி தான் எல்லார் வாழ்க்கையும். Everybody is going through this rut. So I am not an exception. That's fine. That is not their qualification. No, I cannot accept this. I want to come out of this. I want to liberate myself. So, iti nishchayaha. He should be firmly resolved. And then, a beautiful thing. This scripture is not for one, na atyantam ajnaha. One who is totally ignorant. Ajnaha means totally ignorant. So, this text is not for one who is totally ignorant. Atyanta means what? Totally. Ajnaha. Jna means knowledge. Ajnaha. One who is totally ignorant, or na tajnaha. Tat jnaha. One who is totally illumined. For one who is totally illumined, what is the use of this book? He is already illumined, enlightened. Already liberated means he need not go through this. Why should he break his head with this Sanskrit? And why should he sit 1.5 hours listening everything? For him, nothing is required. Tajnaha. Nyaha means one who is illumined, liberated. For him also, this text is of no use. And one who is totally ignorant also, this text is of no use. So, it is of no use to the 95-98% of the humanity. Either they are totally ignorant, or few are totally enlightened. So, it is not for them. And Guruji beautifully in his commentary, Guruji Swami Tejomayanandaji, whenever I say Guruji, it is Swami Tejomayanandaji, we call him Guruji. So, in his commentary, he has beautifully brought out who is Ajnaha, who is totally ignorant. Very interesting, Dehoham ityeva jadasya buddhihi. Dehoham, I am this body. Ityeva jadasya buddhihi. This jada buddhi, this inert thinking is called as ignorance. And one who has got that is called totally ignorant. Ajna, I am this body. How can anybody think I am this body? I am alive and kicking. I have so much of emotions, so much of ideas. How can I think I am this jada, sambandha, this deha? But we all think that way only. This is me. And all those things, I don't know what it is, but this is me. So, this is atyanta ajnana. See, one who is very educated also, a great scholar in the world outside, but still he has got this idea, I am this body. So, he is ajnaha only. He is ignorant. The second one, jagati satyatva buddhihi. This world is very real. Yes, the world is real. Where is the doubt? That buddhi, one who has got, he is called as ajnaha. Meaning, there is no truth or Lord beyond the perceived world. Yadu pakrena adha satyam. Whatever I see, whatever I hear, whatever I feel, touch, that is the truth. Beyond that, there is no truth. This is Charvaka's philosophy, Whatever is perceived to senses, that alone exists. That is Charvaka philosophy. Rank materialist they are. So, they are called ajnaha. There is something beyond this world, which is the truth. Shashvatam. So, one who thinks only this world is real, therefore, enjoy, eat, drink, make merry. Because you don't know when you will die. The life is very, very short. And we do not know whether there is another life or not. We don't know actually. So, whatever opportunity you get, enjoy. So, this is ajnaha. So, in the world, if you see, most of the people are ajnaha only. Work hard, play hard. So, Monday to Friday, work hard. Saturday and Sunday, drown yourself. In what? Tamas. So, Monday to Friday, drown yourself in Rajas. And Saturday, Sunday, drown yourself in Tamas. And where is Sattva? No Sattva. Tamas means what? Drink, dance, and sleep. See, this is what we know. You have to work very hard. Why? Then only you can earn money. You can earn money. Without money, how can you survive here? So, what is the use of the money? Enjoy. This is how, this much only we know. Ajnaha. He doesn't think about anything for his enjoyment, because the world is very real. And we try to create a lot of relationships in this world. and always we are disappointed because everything is changing. Everything changes. It has to. So, Jagati Satyatva Buddhi. And the third one, Vishayeshu Sukha Adhyasaha. Vishayeshu Sukha Adhyasaha. Meaning, there is happiness. Vishayeshu. Vishayeshu means what? In these objects, sense objects. Sukha Adhyasaha means superimposition. Adhyasa means superimposition. Superimposing joy in the objects. There is no joy in the object? No. All the joys, all the pleasure, everything is in the self only. But we think it is there in the objects. So, Sukha Adhyasaha, this is ignorance. No, Swamiji, how can you tell me that way? If I eat an ice cream, how can you say there is no joy in the ice cream? Then eat 10 ice creams then. Then it should be, no. You'll be admitted to the hospital. If there is so much of joy in the ice cream, the 10th ice cream should, take you to the heavens, no? It will take you to the hell, hospital, that is called as hell. So, there is some misunderstanding. We think the pleasure or the joy is in the object. Sukha Adhyasaha, we superimpose the sukha in the objects, while it is only in the self. When the mind is quiet, there is joy. See, I tell you, this is the final declaration of the scriptures. Ashantasya kutasukam. One who is continuously agitated and miserable, where can there be happiness? Ashantasya kutasukam, Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says. So one who is shanti, peaceful, he enjoys, he is happy. So when the mind is very quiet, the Atmanandam itself expresses as joy. When the mind is agitated, the Atmanandam cannot express, so we are miserable. So when you get the object, for a moment the mind quietens. Habban, then you experience only the Atmanandam, not the Anandam from the objects. We think we are experiencing from the object. See, the objects can at most tickle your senses, but tickling of senses is not joy. We confuse ourselves. Guna guneshu vartante iti madhvana sajjate. See, I always used to give this example. Puliyodharai has got a gunam. Pulikum. Adukku oru taste irukku. Puliyodharai. எனக்கு அந்த வாசனை இருக்கு உள்ள. புளியோதரையே சாப்பிட்டு வளர்ந்தவனம். From my childhood I have eaten puliyodara. So புளியோதரை நாக்கில் எச்சிடு. புளியோதரை அது ஸ்ரீரங்கத்தில் பெருமாள் கோயிலில் கொடுக்குற புளியோதரை, my God. Nothing like that. You understand? So gunaha, எனக்குள்ள ஒரு குணம் இருக்குது, வாசனா. I have tasted puliyodara and I liked it for some reason. I don't know why I liked it. I liked it. And then there is that taste there, means that quality there, puliyodharai. Gunaha guneshu vartante. Guna guneshu vartante. Suppose you offer that puliyodharai to a German scientist who has visited your lab. What is this horrible thing? Hey, it is puliyodharai. Perumal Koil puliyodharai, delicious. It is prasadam. What is this? How can you eat this? My God. Similarly for Andhra people, pickle. And to the European, if you give pickle, he will cry profusely. My God, what is this horrible thing people are eating? I don't know. And if you go to other countries, everything is hanging there. Pathale sirve echuru. Chicken, mutton, for us, oh my God. If that chicken or mutton is giving so much of joy to that fellow who is enjoying, how it is, is nauseating for me. How is it? How is it? Please think. The puliyodhara is giving me so much of happiness. How he is very miserable eating that puliyodhara. I tell you, puliyodhara is miserable only for the people who are not used to it. Similarly, this coffee thing, I tell you honestly, it's very bitter. How can you enjoy coffee? I really don't understand. Without sugar also, black coffee people drink. Wah! I don't know how they drink that. Marunda vida kashayatha vida koduma, the black coffee. People enjoy it. I don't know how can people enjoy black. That is why you don't have that vasana in you. Those fellows who have got that vasana, black coffee, see one thing, it has got its own guna. It can really put your nervous system up for some time and then crash, doom. That is the problem. Please understand, it crashes also. We don't understand. That is not good for the health. When something is, artificially sort of, invoked or whatever, provoked, that is not good for the health at all. You crash down. But from early childhood, we used to that filter coffee, not ordinary filter, Kumbakonam degree coffee. I had gone to Kumbakonam and inquired, what is this degree coffee? Nobody knows there. They are saying, nalla paalla kudupom, ellarum nalla paalla kudukkranga. But they also buy Avin Paal only and give Kumbakonam degree coffee. Avin Paal da. Oh, morning coffee. Swamiji, if I don't drink coffee, headache, Swamiji. So our joy, our happiness, depending on only that miserable coffee. So there is that taste, which is horrible, and there is that guna of tickling your nervous system, which is dangerous. But we have got that vasana in us, so we like it. If somebody is not used to it, he will hate it. Suppose, let us say, a farmer. Nowadays, farmers also, they drink tea, coffee. You say, those days, a fellow who has not drunk coffee, if you offer him coffee, can he drink? And நாட்டு சாராயத்தை கொடுத்து நம்ம குடிக்க முடியுமா? Wow! But some people enjoy it. So it means the joy is not in the object actually speaking. But it's not that easy, Vasanas are very strong and the Maya is so intense. It is not that easy to understand that the joy is not in the world object. Always we think it is there. Once we were giving some sort of a pep talk or something to the youngsters, saying that, alcohol consumption is very bad for health, it is all bad and all. One fellow stood up, young fellow, asked me, Swami, have you drunk? Have you ever taken alcohol? I said, no. Then how can you tell this? First you drink and come and tell me, please. He said, first you drink and then tell me, come and give this upadesha to me. You don't know, Swamiji, what it is. And he is right. How do you know? He asked me. So the idea is what? It has got a guna within itself, within a taste or whatever, or that guna to tickle or whatever, to sort of obscure your mind or whatever. That is the guna, and we have got that kind of a vasana. That's all. But that is nothing called as joy or ananda in it. What is joy? We don't know what is joy or ananda. In a particular way, our senses are tickled according to our vasanas, we think that is joy. You think deeply about it. So therefore, he says, who is ajnaha? Vishayesu shuka adhyasaha. One who superimposes sukha in the objects. He is ajnaha. And the fourth one, the goal of life is to eat, drink and be merry. Hence, do so by fair or foul means. Money can buy everything. Hence, money is all important. How beautiful. So, he is called as ajnaha. If he is immersed in these kind of ideas, for him, this will not help. Or one who is liberated, for him there is no use of this scripture. One who is in between, meaning what? One who has started thinking about life. That vicharam. Vicharam means thinking about life. And who is, feeling that something is wrong and we have to do something about it. And we cannot afford to be like this. We want to come out of this. So that is the person who is a fit student. Not that, one who knows Sanskrit. He didn't say one who knows, because those days everybody was knowing Sanskrit, I don't know what. But he didn't say one who knows Sanskrit, one who has mastered all these scriptures. No. One who feels he is bound, and one who has got the determination that I will be freeing myself from all these bondages. And one who is not a total ignorant moron or a very enlightened soul, who is, in between, who is discriminative. That is the word. Who is discriminative. Saha asmin shastre adhikaravan. Very beautiful, very clear. See, saha, he or she, asmin shastre, this shastra, adhikaravan, a fit student for this shastra. அவனுக்கு தான் அதிகாரம் இருக்குது படிக்கிறதுக்கு. He is a fit student for this shastra. So now you find yourself whether you are fit or not. If you feel, no, somehow I am bound, there is something wrong, I feel miserable, I want to come out of it. I cannot live this way because it is alien to us. This sorrow is alien to us. Our true nature is Ananda, bliss. Why we don't like this state of misery? Because it is alien to us. It is not our nature actually. That is why we want to somehow come out of it. Our nature is Ananda. So one who is determined and one who is discriminative, not totally ignorant or enlightened, who is discriminative, he is a fit student for this Shastra, Yoga Vasistha. Right? And then the story proceeds thus. What happens? There is one Bharadwaja Muni. He is inquiring from Valmiki. That is how the story starts. That is how it goes. So Valmiki only has given this Yoga Vasistha. It is not in Ramayana actually. This Yoga Vasistha, this Upadesha of Vasistha to Rama is not in Ramayana. Not this elaborate. It is not in Ramayana. Not even in Adhyatma Ramayana and in Ramayana. So here, this Yoga Vasistha, it starts like Bharadwaja asking Valmiki, his teacher Valmiki, this question. Bharadwajaha Swagurum Valmikim Prati Uvacha. So Bharadwaja, he inquires from Swagurum Valmiki, his teacher Valmiki. So he is asking this question. What is the time now? 8:07. Okay, we will see the question now. Bhagavanyatumicchami Katam samsara sankate Ramo vyavahruto hyasmin Karunyat bruhi me guro Bhagavanyatumicchami Katam samsara sankate Ramo vyavahruto hyasmin Karunyat bruhi me guro. Hey Bhagavan, he is addressing his teacher. Who? Bharadwaja Muni. He is addressing his teacher Valmiki. Hey Bhagavan, O Lord, Jnatumichchami, I want to know this from you. What is that I want to know? Ramaha, that great Sri Rama, Katam samsara sankate, he asmin samsara sankate vyavahrutaha. This is how we have to split and you have to read. See, in Sanskrit, if you know how to split and read, everything is done actually. 80% is done. You know why? Because here, see, in English, it is very straightforward. Rama is playing football. This is how the sentence is formed, na? But in Sanskrit can be Rama playing is football also. Rama football playing is also. Like that it can be, so you do not know where what is happening. So with practice you know how to split, where to put everything, and you can read. So here see, Hey Bhagavan Jnatum Ichchami, I wanted to know Katam, how Asmin Samsara Sankate Ramaha Vyavahritaha. Asmin means this. Samsara Sankate. This samsara is Sankatam only. Sankatam means what? Epapar, there is some sort of issues going on. Yeah. Something or other is worrying us, troubling us. Sankata mark. Sankata Hara Chaturthi. People go to Ganesha and worship him. You know why? Because everybody has got Sangadam. ஏதோ ஒரு சங்கடம். நிறையா சாப்பிட்டேன், இன்னும் வெளியில் போக மாட்டேங்குது, சங்கடம். பெரிய சங்கடம், அது உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. For the elderly people, constipation is the big சங்கடம். நிறைய போயிட்டே இருக்கு, அது இன்னும் பயங்கர சங்கடம். ஸோ சாப்பிடணும் அளவாக, சாப்பிடணும் வெளியில் சரியா, அதுதான் சங்கடம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கேன். ஸோ there is so much of சங்கடம் in this world. When somebody is not smiling at us, sankatam. என்னாச்சு, ஏன் பார்த்து சிரிக்கல, ரொம்ப சிரிச்சு இன்னும் சங்கடம். There is something he is wanting from me. ஏன் இப்போ இழிக்கிறான், பல்ல இழிக்கிறான். So like that, there is a lot of sankatam in this samsara, in this world. When we live in this world, how Rama Vyavahritaha acted or lived in this samsara, in this world, full of sankata, I wanted to know. ஏன்ப்பா அவனோட சங்கடத்தை பற்றி உனக்கு என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்? Because I also want to learn from his life's experiences. See, that is the idea. Why he is asking about Rama? Rama is a avatara Purusha. Even Lord Narayana, if he comes into this world, he has to go through this rut. All sankata only. One day it was announced that he is going to be crowned. The next day, no, sorry, we have changed our decision. We have to go to the forest. Adavara sankatam, Sita is crying, I will also come with you. அப்போ தான் அவளுக்கு ஆசை இன்னும் பொங்கிட்டு வருது. நான் பத்திவிரதையாக்கும், உன்னோட தான் வருவேன். எத்திர ராமஹா நிவசதி தது வனமபி சீதாயா நந்தனமேவன்னு சொல்கிறாள். அது பயங்கர சங்கடம். ஏன்னா அங்கே இன்னும் என்ன இருக்குன்னே தெரியாது இவருக்கு. இவளும் வரேன்னு அழறா, எவ்வளோ சங்கடம். And suddenly what happened? One day, one fine day, she was not found in the hermitage. And they were not knowing where she has gone, where she has vanished. அது இன்னும் எவ்வளோ சங்கடம். And after everything is over, that fellow Dobiwala, he was suspecting. அது அதை விட சங்கடம் for a king. So like that, so much of sankata he had gone through. So how Rama faced all this sankata in this samsara, in this worldly life, I want to know. Katam asmin samsara sankate Ramaha Vyavahritaha, how he faced this sankata, how he lived through all this sankata. நம்மெல்லாம் ஃபேஸ் பண்ண சங்கடம் ஒன்றுமே இல்லை when you compare to what Rama faced. Real sankata. And imagine he has to gather all these monkeys to fight a war against Ravana, the demon king. Is it possible? Monkeys are very fickle in their nature. How can you collect all the monkeys and fight all these demons? And you have to cross the ocean. God, Saul, so much of sankata. So how did Rama manage? I want to know. Karunyat bruhime Guru. Oh Guru, Karunyat bruhime. Please explain to me. Karunyat, out of compassion. Sometimes you may feel, உனக்கு அதெல்லாம் புரியாது, you don't deserve it, but still out of compassion, please tell me, how did this Rama face life full of sankata? Please let me know, he asks. Then Valmiki, he says, see, he got that knowledge when he was very young. This is the secret. How he faced life full of sankata. How he managed everything? Because he got this knowledge, true knowledge, from his guru when he was very young. So with that knowledge, he could face all the life's trials and tribulations. He could face all the challenges in his life. So the true knowledge is a real strength. If you don't have that knowledge, after 60, 70, have you finished everything, then you have this knowledge, what is the use? So the secret, that is how it starts, see? The secret is he got this right knowledge from his teacher when he was very young. So with that knowledge, he could face all these challenges. He could live through this life full of, ups and downs, trials and tribulations. Samsara Sankata. That is the secret. His guru was great guru, Vasistha. 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 Not Vasistha, Vasistha. And he himself was a great personality, Sri Rama. And his teacher, a great teacher. Just I will finish this with this one thought. Once Narada, or once Valmiki, he inquired from Narada, do you know anybody who is full of Kalyana Guna in this world? You are going around all the worlds now. Who has got all the Kalyana Gunas? Then Narada says, yes, I know. That is Sri Rama. Dasharatha's putra, Sri Rama. He has got all the Kalyana Gunas. So that is Sri Rama. If such a person can be put into this kind of test, into fire, then what is the question of you and I? We are all ordinary human beings, right? But he was a Purushottama. So how did he manage? Because he got the right knowledge. So please do not have this delusion. 60 வயசுக்கு மேலே பார்த்துக்கலாம் இதெல்லாம். இப்போ we have to live this life. So eat, drink, make merry. அப்புறம் சாகிற நேரத்தில் சங்கரான்னு அடிச்சுக்கலாம். No, we have to start early. With this knowledge, when we can live this life, it will be a blessing. So we will stop here and continue at 9:45, right? Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.